2v2 on Moscow Outskirts Summer. This game is Antilles950 and 40 Cake versus Paxa49947 and Arbitr. And we're going to see Breakthrough, Elite Troops, Insta-picked by the Axis, 40 Cake fielding Shock Rifle, Soviet Shock Army, I think. No, Soviet Reserve Army. And Guard Motor to Antilles Airborne Recon and Infantry Company. Although I'm almost 100% sure Antilles is going to go Infantry Company since I've never seen him do anything else, and he is convinced it's the best commander ever. Oh, it's so confusing that all of the paint stripes are blue, but the outlines are yellow, and then 40 Cake has yellow stripes on the buildings, but blue units. God, observer mode is just so confusing sometimes. All the colors are always mismatched. Sometimes even the number colors and the bar colors don't match up in the UI up there either. And the unit stat screen lags like crazy, first of all, when you try and open it, and then the information it gives you is either misleading, confusing, or hard to access. I don't know why I'm ranting about observer mode right now, but whatever. Okay. Anyway. That's right. That's right, Gio. We're gonna see some next level plays this game. I guarantee you. This is gonna be like super high skill. These are the pros, the real pros. Pretty standard opening so far. A couple squads moving to work the flanks, but most everything going towards the center to work a coordinated defense here by the Axis in the middle. Antilles will retreat that one rifle squad. 40 Cake with the tier 1 opening is fielding an M3. Probably going to throw the Combat Engineers here inside with a flamethrower soon. Kuba wagon setting up right here to fire on. Some infantry does manage to pin one squad of riflemen. There's the retreat and suppress those conscripts. So Sternpiles will win that engagement easily. Everything will retreat there by 40 Cake. Here comes an M3. Nothing inside. No flamethrower inside yet. Hasn't upgraded. The M3 could probably take out that Kuba wagon even without a flamethrower upgrade. Although there is a machine gun protecting it right now. So it may or may not succeed. Rear echelon troops continue to work the right side. And Antilles has gone with a double rear echelon openings, throwing one squad into the church right here.
Hey, I need a mag.
MG42 suppresses a conscript squad over here on the left. That's going to be forced to retreat and give Arbitr a bit of an opening to work the left, start taking territory over there. And we're actually going to have a 3 MG42 opening by Arbitr, which is a lot of machine guns, setting up a coordinated defense. This one's in red cover. Hopefully that one's repositioning into this house maybe. Grenadiers to support that, and then relying on his teammate to support him here by the Kuba wagon. And in this green cover position, but he is getting flanked from the right by these rifles. That is dead. Antilles will recover that machine gun. And Oster's off to a pretty rough start. Axis in general off to a rough start. This map can be very difficult as Axis, by the way. You almost always see the Axis exhibit this kind of strategy, where they just try and take the 2 center munitions and then use the early munitions boost to try and work the flanks later, since their army is generally not mobile enough to take control of the fuel flanks.
The enemy is taking our territory.
M3 goes down over here, though, to a Panzerfaust and MG42. So that's good. M3 taken down by the Axis. Battalion making their way up here on the left into that munitions There is a Raketenwerfer on the field to counter the M3, but now it has no job to do. Maybe we'll just throw that in a house and wait for the first American light vehicles. Although, since we know Antilles always goes infantry company into captain tier, I don't actually expect there to be any American light vehicles. Probably just a LMG spam into 2 AT guns build, followed up with a Priest. Maybe a Stuart, but I don't think Antilles fields a Stuart.
It's secured. Get ready for action.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death
Yeah. On your feet, ladies.
Stick with me and you might
Jake 2100.
fresh mag.
I can't believe people still remember that. So long ago.
You've got a captain hitting the field.
Demo charge going down on the VP over here.
Cash is finished.
By this green cover as well. Sort of. Guess not really. Stolen MG42 protecting the center VP, and Antilles continues to take pretty much the entire right half of the map unopposed. The Axis are going to need to set up a slightly wider defensive perimeter, which, having lost an MG, I realize is already becoming very difficult, but if they don't, they're really going to struggle. They have a bunker protecting the cutoff, so that's something. As well as a Raketenwerfer and another MG right there. They don't have very much mobile infantry really, though. Arbitr doesn't have a whole lot of manpower right now. He built a bunker and a cache right here, so that's really hurting his resources a lot compared to this huge flood of riflemen from Antilles. Not to mention he's floating 400, so he needs to spend his resources and he needs to spend it on units. And that Kuba wagon's gonna, I don't even know what that was. Penal battalions just walk up and kill it. Pretty heavy tier 1 from 40k here. Went M3 into 3 penals after a 2 conscript opening, so a lot of Soviet infantry on the field. Paxa is spending quite a decent amount of his manpower. He doesn't have that much left, but having purchased a Raketenwerfer, he's struggling a little bit. And he went with tier 3 with fuel transfer active. Probably, I don't even know. He could have gotten a flak half track by now, so I'm not sure what he's trying to work toward right now. Okay, noobs. Here comes the BM.
Contact infantry.
Homie. I don't know what these noises are. I don't know what culture that is supposed to indicate, but okay. MG42 jumping into green cover over here.
Send your orders.
And here comes a Stuart from Antilles. So I was wrong. He does go Stuart. Alright, Stuart working its way left. It doesn't have very many targets of opportunity to take out right now. The Kuba wagon is dead. It's just going to do harassment of infantry. Will take engine damage though, so can't do anything too aggressive. Can't chase that retreating squad. That'll be fine. 40k advancing with the giant Soviet blob up the left side, but it is in red cover right now. Fortunately, there's nothing that can really punish her for that. No G43s on the Panzer Fusilier squad, and no anything really. Here comes an MG42 though. That could maybe punish this blob. This blob is too big to be stopped by one machine gun though. It's just too much. It's so much. Oh my god, this allied blob is disgusting. There's a flak half track. That's an incredibly late flak half track, but that might be able to push this back. Satchel charge toss. Doesn't really do too much. Flak half track prioritizes the captain. That's got to retreat. May not even get away. Here comes the Stuart on the left flank though. That's going to push the flak half track back. It's dead. It's so dead. There's no mines. There's nothing that can save it. Crew shocked.
Okay. We are down to 300 points.
Noops. He just let his 9-minute flak half track die to a Stuart. To a noob Stuart. with no protection of any kind. In fact, the flak half-track hit the field after the Stuart. No mine in the retreat path, no Raketenwerfer to protect. There's an AT gun over here now, though. Okay. I think the demo charge wiped something down here. Both Axis players floating manpower despite the fact... Okay, there we go. Gets us float down with a fresh Fusilier squad. And Arbitr has just no units at all. And their map control is really suffering. Probably about to lose control of the left fuel, and they don't have either munitions point. They're triple capped. Basically, the game is lost. I can't even imagine the Allies losing this, honestly. Also, this SWS has just been sitting here for like several minutes. I don't even know what it's doing, but okay, it's gonna die now. It's gonna mean you cannot tech up. Smoke screen may be able to save that Stuart. No, Stuart's dead. 2 AT gun shots. Looks like everything that is pushing towards the center is going to fail. Just a Raketenwerfer and a machine gun. Infantry squad needs to flank that. Blob of Soviet infantry over here on the left side should be able to shut down all remaining Axis forces making a push to this side as well, as long as they use cover. Although these Pinos haven't been upgraded with any flamethrowers, 40k has 300 munitions. You could easily push this blob of stuff back with flamethrower upgrades. Honestly, I don't even know if that's necessary. Could probably win without flamer upgrades. Because there's no G43s on any of those Panzer Fusiliers. She just needs to use cover. T-70 making its way up the left side. Panzerschreck, or no, Bazooka. Bazooka and Raketenwerfer connects with her T-70. Needs to pull back, takes a big hit from the Raketenwerfer. There it goes. Bunker's shutting Antilles down a little bit over here on the left. He's got to retreat. But LMG Riflemen will probably wipe that flamethrower squad if they don't run away right now. Okay. And don't get away. Satchel charge on the AT gun right there. T-70. Oh no, what is that Grenadier squad doing? That's a wipe. Easy wipe. Free LMG for that Pino battalion.
Pino troops are standing by.
And the triple cap continues. Only 150 points remaining for the Axis. I don't even think they're going to make it to Tiger Ace. Although Arbitr is already apparently floating the manpower for one. Here comes the first Panzer IV. I don't know why Arbitr would not spend his resources on more Grenadiers or something, operating currently on a 2-unit army, 1 squad of Grenadiers and an AT gun. Antilles, meanwhile, has 3 stolen MG42s right now. Wow. And an AT gun, and is fielding a Sherman. The Axis have not even made an attempt to take anything, anywhere. Really. A bunch of AT weapons connect with 40k XT-70. Has to pull back a little bit.
We're taking lead over here! Don't let them round up! Keep your head
Keep
down!
up the pressure. They're down to 100 points.
the Axis are just gonna get pushed back into their base once again by Rains.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Here comes the penal blob. Still no flamethrower upgrades, although I think one of them has an LMG-42 somewhere. This one. Although there's 2 more penals standing over here that can participate in this
They
engagement.
have only 75 points remaining.
There goes the T-70. Panzer IV shot abandons it. Doesn't finish the job though.
Anti-tank gun! On your feet.
Hit the dirt!
M7B1 self-propelled howitzer on station and ready for
Incendiary artillery on that stern pilot squad heavily damages it. These infantry squads all have to retreat away from the left side. And that Panzer IV, because 40K has fielded no anti-tank at all, just 5 penal battalions. Although having chosen shock rifle, she will be able to get an IS-2 eventually. And Antilles still has 3 stolen machine guns, his AT gun, a tank, 3 LMG equipped rep squads. He has probably one of the biggest infantry armies I've ever seen.
Germans are on the ropes. They're down to 25
He's
points.
blocking his own Sherman with his AT gun, which is now 1 hit from death. It looks like it'll be okay. Panzer IV is going to disengage.
Trying to outflank him!
Maybe, or it's going to reverse towards the Allied base.
Getting chewed up here!
Final push. Germans have 10 points left. Enemy is flanking.
Incendiary artillery on those Volksgrenadiers. They have to retreat to safety.
Firemen, they're hitting our flank!
AT gun is positioned against that Panzer
Just got
IV.
wiped out.
1 shot. Doesn't actually matter. The game is over. Whatever. And 40K and Antilles win with a 5 penal battalion build and a steal all the MG42s strategy. Seems to work pretty well. GG, I guess. Allies win.